Very briefly lang, kasi nabanggit mo yung 500 million. Dito na naman tayo, niloloko ng mismong mainstream media. Wala pong 500 million na ibinibigay ang Amerika. Katunayan, ang sinabi ho ni Mr. Austin, yung Defense Secretary ng Amerika, hihingin pa nila sa US Congress yung 500. Hiningi po nila ito Marso-Abril. Agosto na ho tayo ngayon. Hindi pa ho ito na ibibigay sa Committee on Foreign Affairs, on Foreign Relations sa Amerika. Doon ho sa mga hindi nakakabatid, ang kahilingan ng pera, hinihingi po yan sa sa Kongreso, aaprubahan pa yan. Pero sa itinatakbo po ng pangyayari ngayon sa Amerika, matatapos na lang po ang eleksyon, wala hong 500 million. Please disabuse your mind. Because they will never get the 500 million na pambola o pambobola ng Amerika ngayon, ng Democrats, sa present administration. No? Yun lang ho, para malinaw. Kasi akala natin, uy, bibigyan tayo 500 million. Muna, yan po isang kasinungalingan na naman. Parang 5,500, ano lang yan, flood control. Oh.
May okay na yan, di ba? I just want to go back kasi to the AFP and the PNP. Kasi naalala ko nung nangyari yung sa KOJC, yung paglusob ng PNP, no? Nasa Japan ako noon. Tapos nung napanood ko siya, ang una kong reaction talaga, magulgul ako talaga noon. Kasi nakita ko yung karahasan, no? And it was so surreal. Parang I couldn't believe it. Kasi ang tingin ko talaga sa kanila kung ano yung na-experience ko about them, that they are heroes, di ba? So I remember I called up the classmate of my husband. After my husband, I called up the classmate of my husband and I said, nagbago na ba kayo? Anong nangyari sa inyo? Bakit ninyo ito ginagawa? Kasi para ka talagang trinaydor. Kasi ang tingin natin dito talagang, lalo na pag nag-NTFL ka at saka nagtrabaho ka under President Duterte, talagang mga heroes talaga sila, mga bayani talaga sila, the Marawi heroes. And then I remember all those times that I was with President Duterte. If you remember, his cabinet secretaries a lot of them were from the military kasi nga ang taas din ang tingin ni PRRD sa kanila. They get things done and it's not about ego and there's no politics. So they get so many things done, di ba? So ang taas-taas ng tingin ng Pilipino sa kanila at the most trusted na institution ang AFP at yung PNP na napakatagal na napakabulok. Minahal natin kasi nakilala natin, and then something like this happened. And then now it's what's going on here at the KOJC. Yung panghaharas nila at yung pananakot. There we can see that photo of the president, the former president, yung talagang how much he respected and admired the AFP. But now what's going on here in KOJC is yung paghaharas ng PNP at pag-i-intimidate, nananakot sa mga taga dito, no? So that's the problem right now here, no?
Tanong lang po, hahayaan na lang ba ng nung mga military natin, yung mga panggigipit, no? Hindi lang sa KOJC, ngunit pati po kay BP Sara.
Yes.
Kasi, di ba, kung ano na nangyayari sa atin ngayon, so hayaan pa ba natin yung mga pulis na PNP, panggigipit? So, we are calling on sa ating pong military kung ano ba, no, at saka yung maging mga perceived enemies ng state tulad nga ngayon ni Pastor at saka ni PRRD, no, na pilit nilang ginigipit ngayon. So nagtatanong tayo, ano po ba ang role na ngayon ng AFP sa nangyayari natin sa mga unrest, no, dito caused by the police? So nananawagan tayo, ano ngayon andito naman yung ating mga legal counsel sa mga nangyayari ngayon.
What I'm seeing right now is sobra yung pamamalitika, no, that even the vice president, her life is being put in danger by this Marbil, no. He pinull out niya yung security ng vice president and the vice president came out with a very clear statement about it, no. So Yung nakakatakot, the Vice President said in her statement, yung quality ng leadership, sinungaling, si Marbil, di ba? Nagsisinungaling siya. And then he put the photo of the children of the Vice President came out on social media na it was a very private na trip nila. Yes, Attorney Dinah.
Okay. No, I just want to add, no, aside from the fact that what Marbil did was a breach of security for the Vice President, it would appear that the PNP now is no longer protecting the Vice President. It is only the AFP that is protecting the Vice President. So, what does that say about the PNP? Are they still protectors of the people when their motto is supposed to be protect and to serve? So now, who are they protecting? Who are they serving?
Yes, Attorney Adam.
Magandang gabi sa lahat. We have these different laws governing the role of these two entities. AFP and PNP are distinct in a way that they are governed by specific laws, but both of them complements in terms of Philippine security framework. Kaya lang, as to the main focus of PNP, it's different from AFP in the sense that AFP is supposed to focus on the defense and military operations, while our police forces or the Philippine National Police is on the law enforcement and public safety. Now, the crisis is floating right now in the sense that you are supposed to do your role to protect and to enforce the law. However, the thing here in the present context is that the concept of public safety is already compromised because we are now questioning as to sino ba yung pinoprotektahan ninyo at sino yung pinagsisilbihan ninyo. While we do not discount the fact na hindi naman lahat talaga ng police forces, I am still positive na hindi naman lahat talaga ng members ng PNP are lihis. Okay? But we are calling them to stand your ground and to really go back to the core kung ano talaga yung call ninyo, ano yung directive ninyo based on law that you have to serve and to protect and you have to secure the public safety. You have to make that impression to the community back. The problem is that now parang hinay-hinay nang nawawala yung impression na yan eh. So that's why we are calling members of the PNP, especially those who are still in the good side. We still believe na meron pa rin dyan. Hindi yan lahat. Hindi natin pwedeng ilahat kasi meron pa rin. And we are hopeful na they will make their ground. They will stand their ground na ito yung panawagan, ito yung objective natin, gawin natin to.
Kahit sa mga opisyal marami pang matitino, no? Iisa lang naman siguro itong bobo Ha? Ito si Marbil Tingnan mo kung gaano kabubuhan, ha? Sabi niya, yung unang justification nito, Attorney Dinah, Ma'am Lorraine, no? Sabi niya, kaya pinupull out yung yung 75, no? Kasi kailangan daw sa Metro Manila. Number one, problema na nating malaki yan. You economically dislocate the 75 heads of the family. Na nandito sa Mindanao, dadali mo sa Metro Manila, hindi na nga nila halos mapagtagni yung kinikita nila rito, ililipat mo para rin sila na maghanap sila ng bahay, lahat-lahat. But even beyond that, no? Hindi ko alam kung ginagamit pa niya utak niya, no? O mahinang klaseng general lang talaga ito. 75 ang kailangan mo. Alisan mo lang ng bodyguard ng tig-isa bawat congressman. Kasi sa under the VIP security, dala-dalawa yan maximum Or 4, no? Isa lang. Meron ka ng 300. So, sobra pa yung sa 75. Kung ginamit lang ng konti yung utak at common sense ni Marbil, no? Kaya ako hindi ko matawag na general to kaya hanggang patrolman lang talaga, maximum na yung SPO-10 Oo. Ha? Hoy, Romel, Sa private na lang, karamihan ng negosyante, merong VIP na pulis. Ilang libong negosyante sa Pilipinas meron? Sabihin mo lang 10,000. Ha? Kumuha ka lang tig-isa, doon sa inassign nila riyan, meron ka ng extra 10,000 na pulis na naman. So in other words, konting utak lang na hindi nabibili sa Muñoz Market ang kailangan. No?